Hi, I'm Anne-Marie and I'm from the Ibiza Kitchen. I run a retreat company here, and today we're going to be making a green detox smoothie. This smoothie is absolutely fantastic to boost your metabolism, making you feel bright and fantastic. So what we need to do is put the liquid in first so that it hits the blade and it helps everything pull down and blend really easily. So we're going to put 150 millilitres of coconut milk in first. Coconut milk is really good for your skin, for your hair, but it's also really good for digestion. That's why we're using it today in our detox smoothie. Okay, so every smoothie I make also includes a good fat. So this is our fat today, which is the avocado, a really, really good fat, along with walnuts or maybe coconut oil or coconut milk if you wanted. So today we're going to use an avocado, and I would say about half an avocado per person. So we would take out flesh, cut it up roughly and stick it straight into the blender. So our next stage is to add in the ice. So we're going to put in about a handful of ice. That should be enough, and that will help chill the whole smoothie. You don't want a warm smoothie, absolutely not, so you always need a nice element in there. The next thing we're going to think about is the greenery, because it is a detox smoothie. Today we're using cucumber. Again, it's cleansing, really good for the skin. So I'm just going to use about a quarter of a cucumber. We're going to roughly chop the cucumber, so it doesn't have to be super small slices, just roughly chopped, and that goes straight in. Okay, the next thing we're going to add is our sugars, which is banana. We've got our proteins, we've got our fats. Now we're looking for our sugar or carbohydrate. This is brilliant, especially post-workout, because it's got a load of potassium, which is really good for boosting the energy again after a workout. So we're just going to roughly chop the banana. This is quite a large banana, so I would generally use maybe half of this for one person. Quickly chop this, and then in the chunks go. So our last stage now is to add the spinach. Now I always add a good green into my smoothies, specifically kale or spinach, because they're so full of iron and minerals and nutrients. I like to add as much as possible, because if you think about spinach in any smoothie or any recipe, it really squashes down, so you can pack it. It's really, really good for you to get as much as you can as possible. So I would say a huge handful per person. So once that's in, we're going to pop the lid on and we're going to blend. Okay, so that's well blended now. It's a nice creamy texture. What we're going to do finally is add in our detox blends and our protein. So today the pea protein is what I'm going to use. I use this regularly on retreats. Why? Because it's vegan, and secondly for me it doesn't have that grainy texture of some protein powders. So that goes in. And then finally today I've got a green detox blend. Again, it's all the nutrients you need to boost a smoothie. We have spirulina and guarana mainly, and this is going to add to the metabolism boosting and detoxing effects of the smoothie. So we're going to blend that up. And that blend's really added to the green now, so it's made it super green. We're now going to add our toppings. First, we're going to add some berries. Again, added nutrition, but they look really pretty on top. So we can place these on top. Try and find some smaller ones so they don't sink straight to the bottom. And again, it's just a little extra treat, you know, when you finish your drink, you can eat them at the end. Now we're going to add some bee pollen. Again, bee pollen is always good for you. It's something that's really popular in the health industry at the moment. I personally like it because it looks really good. So we're going to add a few sprinkles here. It does add colour and it adds texture, of course. And finally we're going to add our pumpkin seed, which again are really good fats, and they're going to finalise a layer of nutrient to your smoothie. So there we have it, a full detox green smoothie. Perfect detox smoothie, really good for you, 2 minutes to make, and there's everything in here to keep you going all day long. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.